There's a weight on my shoulders and it's wearying me, dragging me back when I wanna fly free. I'm plotting this earth being sucked to the ground by gravity. It's getting me down.
I'm Claude Woodward, the Sonic Manipulator. This is a fairly makeshift menagerie of all my gadgets and stuff. It's kind of a sonic manipulation playpen, if you like. This is where I made my last CD, Spaceman. Buy one today, they're great. I describe my album, I suppose, as, what do I call my music? As psychedelic space prog rap. It's not any one kind of genre of music, it's sort of a whole lot, it's all my influences right from, early days right through, so I don't adhere to any particular genre of music. I just sort of, like most people in postmodernist world, grab bits and pieces from everywhere.
She's breaking up, she's breaking up.
A little chaotic, but what do you do? I ran into this DJ, Jamie Katz, because he saw my Tron. He was a friend of a friend, and I showed him, oh, that's fantastic, I have to get you in the show. And then without even saying anything to me, his wife makes me a spacesuit. So I ended up inventing my rap ride, which is very significant. The most significant part of the act, which is my Claudotron. This started the whole adventure in Spaceman land because it sounds like a theremin. Octave transpose. So you get this massive range, and you have, with the flick of a switch and the whiz of a dial, a bass sound. This is actually a thing I just found at the op shop, like a DJ kind of thing. It's got some pretty groovy sounds in it, and I've sort of pulled it apart, gaffed it back together for the time being. So sadly it doesn't work at the moment, but this is going to be shoved into my Orbitron Mark IV, the Mark II Orbitron, flat tire from my trolley, space fingers. Ooh, space fingers. Got to groove to the funky sound. You got to get to space and you fly around. You can point to people very gesticulatively. About 7 years ago, I put a couple of my inventions in this inventions show. This guy saw it, who was an agent for this toy billionaire over in the States. The thing he was most interested in was the rap rod, because it's, ever so cool and funky. He was going to on-sell it to one of the big toy companies, and I was going to be rich. But sadly, after a whole year of pitching it to various different people, for whatever reason, I think there might have been some sort of phallic issues, it didn't quite make it. Yeah. Ta-da! And there we have it. The Optimus Prime. Come on, baby. Ah! I'd hate to be disabled with one of these things. All right, spaceman away. Hang on, that's not working. Wait. I'll just be a minute here. Come on, baby, come. Attack. All right. Onward. Over the terrain. Attack, attack, attack. There we go. Now, brake on. Now imagine this. This comes off quite easily. So you end up with just a platform. Now you have a light up saber here. Onward. Left, right. All my stuff is all here, possibly with this new look with the computer and everything. Basically just drive to where I'm going, groove around to the robot beat, etc., and then whisk away. Okay, in the kitchen with the Sonic Manipulator, I'm going to make my patented Martian food, mank. Mank is, and I'll probably have to change the name to something slightly more appealing, lentils, split peas, brown rice, cracked wheat, rolled oats, polenta, potato, a little bit of salt, herbs and spices to taste, and it becomes this loaf that you can slice and fry for mankburgers or have little manklets on the side with your other meals. It's sort of like a high protein, vegetarian alternative. The plan is to make it into a highly nutritious fast food, because everyone's so fast these days. Something you can buy in a service station, grab it, nuke it, and you're on the road with it, but absolutely delicious and most importantly good for you, because health is premium to survival. So here we are. This is the mankburger. My first taste. Let me see. A bit crumbly. You've got to ratio the stodge to vegetable content so that it's not too dry. This turned out pretty nice. Just what I need. Each song does have, I think, quite significant lyrical content. I'm not sure how much people can understand. I've got songs like, Mechanical Man, for example. I am a mechanical man with a heart of steel and a chromium can. They say I'm not really real, just a walking tin can, but I'm a man, a mechanical man. So it's sort of, and all my songs, even though they're about sci-fi, they've got a kind of subtext of, like that, for example, is about someone who's not accepted because they're different from, the normal. What keeps me going? I do love the whole spaceman thing, the fact that I can go out by myself somewhere and in most occasions, put on a good show, cheer up a lot of people and make some money. But entertainment has become more and more frivolous and there's not that depth of feeling and exploration. Shows like X Factor and of course Britain's Got Talent, which I've actually been on, and sadly they didn't like me. For ratings you need probably people with gorgeous voices and gorgeous bodies and gorgeous faces. I've always said ever since I was probably about 5 that any day now I'm going to be rich and famous. I mean, everyone impacts differently on the world, but it's part of my whole theory of the evolution of the world and the universe is that our reason for being here, if there is one, is to help the world become a much more interesting and integrated place. It's like the brain thing, you can see how the world's becoming more and more like a single brain. So if you're one of the cells, you want to start firing as much as possible, and the more people who are proactive in getting the world to that next step, the better off the world's going to be, and then of course it was snowball from there, hopefully. So the whole future is really kind of bright, and I'm really sort of enthusiastic about, going forward.
Everything's cool and everything's hot. We're gonna get down 'cause everything's